6:22 p.m. Athens time. So I'm a new student at UGA and I just moved into Brumby a few days ago. Today is Monday and I moved in on Saturday. So as many students do who are looking to go to college, I took to YouTube and the internet in general to try and find out what in specific would the dorm be like and what is the college experience like. And to help further this quest for information, I'm going to video my first-hand experiences in this dorm in just the first couple days, and just kind of give some first impressions and talk about what it was like moving in. Since I came in on a very busy day, I had to schedule a certain time to come. We came and we unloaded our things. I had to sign a sort of contract and they gave me my key and I took things up to find my room. I came in the room and it was pretty much all this stuff, like this base furniture. You see this is a closet right here, there's a bed behind me, as you'll see in a few minutes, but it was pretty bare in here, and so that does allow for a lot of customization. It wasn't hard to find the room. It's pretty simple. You just come straight in, pretty much, go through a couple doors, you go up the elevator, and then you just find the sign that corresponds with whatever number you're assigned. So before I talk about anything else, I'll go ahead and show off my room. So this is what my room looks like when you first come in the door. I did realize it was a little bit dark in here while I was filming, so I turned on the lights just so you could get a better idea of it. And it is a little bit messy, but you know how us dudes are, I guess. Brumby has this really nice thing that comes with stairs, and you can put clothes in here. Like I have some of my clothing items in each of these drawers, which is very convenient for space. I think that it was a brilliant idea to put those in here. Both beds have them. This is my roommate's bed and this is my bed. This is our futon, which many people recommend to buy because it is just a good place to sit and chill whenever you want to. This is a little ottoman. We have some cleaning type supplies in here since we are in the middle of COVID. A snack chest and chest with some games in it. It's basically the entertainment center, complete with PlayStation 2 and vinyl records. See, there's some of my games. Gran Turismo 3, one of my favorite games. Some other essentials include the coffee maker, the microwave, and the refrigerator. Of course, not everybody wants a coffee maker, but it is a really good idea to have a microwave and a fridge, because then, if you ever want to cook something, you pretty much have easy access to. This is my closet. I have medical supplies, hats, all my clothes were able to be hung up with plenty of space to spare. Some organization type things. These drawers do not come with the room. It's highly recommended to get these if you have like miscellaneous items that you're not sure where to put them. And then here's my computer. I was eating some Doritos while I was just chilling. This is one of the tables. As you can see, there are two tables here, and these tables are initially under the bed where the futon is, and they are meant to, you can do anything you want with the desks, but I'm sure they want you to use them for schoolwork. And these smaller desks were actually next to the bigger desks, and we just ended up using that for the TV because I have no idea what you would use that for otherwise. All this stuff, laundry bag. Underneath the laundry bag I have shoes. Some of them I have taken out so they're not in there right now. Computer, just some books. My laptop's under there. And kind of a nice view outside, I guess. This is my view from the dorm. Lots of trees. Can't really see anything, but I guess it's better than looking at a concrete parking lot. A nice picture of New York. I have a big cork board in the corner there, but I'm not going to show that because I don't want to dox anyone unnecessary. Brought some movies, printer. Not everybody will recommend a printer, but I just wanted one out of convenience, and I can afford to have a printer, which I got the printer for free. Here's my bed, and as you can see here, there's an extra layer of comforter right here, which I highly recommend. This makes a huge difference. I sleep like a baby in this bed, and not only that, of course bring sheets and all that kind of thing. And as you can see, my roommate's bed is pretty bare. It's pretty hard. I would not want to sleep on this every night, but I suppose he manages. And here's the mirror. Everyone recommends that you have a mirror. All that was in the room when we first got here was the stairs, the bed, the mattress was here, the frame was there, the closet over there, the desks, the chairs, and these little tables. Everything else, every single other thing that is in this room, we had to bring in. Lots of people say that this is a small room, which is very true, but it was not very hard to be able to manage space efficiently. See, you can see that everything is packed very tightly together, but it was not very difficult to be able to get everything we wanted in here. And I did think I initially overpacked, but I think that it was more appropriate now that everything is set out in action. So if you have something that you really want to bring, I would recommend bringing it. Well, like I said, I've only been here for a couple of days, so it's hard to have very concrete opinions about the kinds of challenges that you meet when you first move into a dorm. So I'll just give some of my first impressions. And I'm sure these are very easy to deduce for other people, but these are just my thoughts. So moving into a dorm room like this is a very big change for me so far, because unless you are used to living with a sibling or someone else in your room, then you have to share your personal space with someone else, which is something that I was not used to, because I like being able to have alone time whenever I wanted it at home. You know, while you're at college, if you want alone time, you have to actively seek that out, whether it's, you know, walking around by yourself, just listening to music, being in your own world, or literally going somewhere where you can be alone, like your car. While this could be seen as a total negative, the good thing is that your roommate, you really could like them, and they could open you up to new things and new experiences. My roommate in here has invited me to lots of different things because he did have prior connections. He has given me lots of opportunities to not just sit in my room all day and go do things, go explore University of Georgia's campus. And so I think that that's a really good side to having a roommate, is that they can teach you things that you might not have known, which of course varies case by case. Another thing is that, you know, as I've mentioned, space is smaller than usual. Everything is pretty compact, but even after a couple days I am starting to get used to it. But essentially, half of this room belongs to you, and the other half belongs to your roommate, which is, for most people, that will be a drastically smaller amount of space, unless you're living in the cupboard like Harry Potter. Being in this kind of space does make you more considerate of other people, and, you know, it makes you consider your surroundings more. Some of my general thoughts about Brumby is that it's very nice and clean. You know, it seems like the people who are in charge of this building take pride in keeping it up and making it look very presentable. The bathrooms have been very clean. I've not had a problem with that. People say to bring flip-flops to wear in the shower, but honestly, I haven't felt like I needed to so far. I still have, but it really wasn't as dirty as people acted like it was. My RA actually lives across the hall from me, and he's very nice and he's very accommodating. He has helped me out. He has helped other people out on the hall. So don't be afraid to speak to your RA if you genuinely need something. The only major downside to living here has pretty much been how long it takes to get to the more central part of campus where a lot of your classes will be. I've walked around already some, and I would say that it will take generally around 15 to 20 minutes to get to your classes if you live in Brumby. And that counts walking out of your room, going down the hall, down the elevator, out the building, all that. To some people that might not be too bad, to some people that might be like just, ugh. But to me it's not too bad. That's really the only major downside. And to be honest, only a couple days in, the positives are vastly outweighing the negatives. There is lots of nearby restaurants and convenience stores and resources, and downtown Athens is only about a mile away, maybe not even that far. I haven't really measured it. The very famous Raising Cane's is down that way to my west. There is a Pizza Hut literally across the street, as well as a Domino's, a snow cone place, a convenience store, a little bit next to Raising Cane's, and a Walmart is around a mile away, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty much if you really need anything, it's pretty close to where Brumby is. I'd say overall my first impressions are that this is a pretty good dorm and it's pretty comfortable, and I don't really have a problem with its size because I'm already beginning to get used to it. Each dorm has its positives and negatives, and I haven't been to every dorm, so I can't judge it based on all of the dorms, but I would say that Brumby is pretty good. It's clean, it is not too small, it's very easy to find friends here. I know this video has probably just been a lot of rambling because I didn't really script it, but I hope that while these are just first impressions, that maybe this will give you a little bit of insight into maybe what it's like to live in Brumby your first couple days. I hope this is helpful information to those who are aspiring to go to UGA or those who have already been accepted. I would say that if you're looking for a high-rise dorm, Brumby is not a bad idea at all. This has been Wardbert, and thank you for watching.